Hi guys, I have a cat. Here he is. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. His name is Nick because that's what his rescuer named him, but we just call him Chim, which is short for kucing in Bahasa. You stink. I should bathe you. And he's quite sleepy. I think I woke him up and he's not very happy about that. I'm gonna let him go wherever he wants. We fostered him exactly a month ago, and he's a domestic short hair boy. He was around 5 months old at that time. Now he's probably 6 or 7 months old. I'm not too sure about the timeline because when the rescuer sent me a video of him when they first found him, he was just a little kitty. I'm going to show it here. I was told that he was 5 months old then, but I'm not sure how long he's been with the rescuer before I got him. He's technically still a kitten, although he's grown quite big. When we first saw him, we thought that he has got a really freakishly long tails for his size. I'm going to talk about how we found the website, the process and everything, and after that I'll go into the cost of having him here with us. Just to give you a little bit of a backstory on how we decide to foster him. I was here for about 2 months at that point of time, and I was watching Hannah Elise's video, and she's got this really cute calico cat named Charlie. She adopted Charlie, so I thought about adopting cat, but at the same time I think about how we are not sure how long we will be in Dubai, and we don't want to be abandoning any kitties just because we go back to our home country. We didn't go ahead and adopt any kitten, but because I was on a roll of looking at cat stuff, looking at cats documentary, which is quite good on Netflix. There's this The Inside of a Mind of a Cat or something like that. I tried searching for places for pet adoption. From there I just started browsing around, looking at cute kitty photos online. I stumbled across this website, which is 9 Lives website. There are kittens for adoption, there are 1+-year-old cats for adoption, and senior cats and special needs cats. And I was looking at the catalog of the cats, and this thing pops up. They say foster is needed. Tell a friend who's not quite ready to adopt. And I proceeded to just look at some kitty on the catalog, and there's like an explanation and everything. There's this is Max, his domestic short hair, 2.5 months old, and some description of him. And I look at the cost of adopting cat. I mean, that was one of costs that we are probably not ready to spend. This is the adoption fee, and it says that for Arabian Mau cats and kittens, regular breed is 900 dirham for the adoption and 1100 for all other cats and kitten breeds. But then I start to look at the next tab, which say foster, because I've heard of the word foster before, and I'm sure I've used it before, but I never really knew what it means when it comes to pet fostering. So I click into it and I realized that you can give a cat a home without actually committing to having them full time, which works well for us because one of the worries is when we want to go back to our home country once or twice a year, how much will the cost be for us to put him in boarding. The 9 Lives people will help to take care of them. By fostering, the cat will not belong to us technically, but we help them to give the cats home while they are trying to look for a permanent home for cats. What we need is basically to just provide them love and care, high quality cat food, litter box, scoops and stuff. When you want to foster a kitty, there is this link foster questionnaire that you need to answer in order for for them to determine whether you are fit for fostering cat. There are some requirements. You need to be at least 21 years old with current UAE ID. So there are a bunch of drop down that you have to answer. So the first one is the basic info that they needed from you: first name, last names, the occupation, whether you're a housewife. This is mainly to determine whether you will be at home most of the time and whether that cat is suited for your lifestyle. You need to fill in your address, of course, because the person in charge will come and view the house as well, and they will check whether it is safe for the cat to be in your place. You also can opt for being like a fosterer during school holiday, because in Dubai there are a lot of expatriates who goes home during the holidays, so foster are very needed during this time of the year. So another question is, can you bring it to an adoption appointment? This is for when they finally found a permanent home for the foster kitties. In this case, we answered no because we don't have our own car. They do actually let you fill in some preference. That being said, the cats that they offer you are not necessarily going to tick all these boxes that you did, because it's really depending on which kitten or cats that needed home at the moment. But for me, because I have asthma, so I opt for the short hair one. That is kind of a deal breaker for me. And the last page, which is where you agree that you want to commit to having the cat and take care of them and make sure you don't lose them. So you have to like sign your name here, and after that they will contact you. I'm not sure whether you have an option to choose a cat to foster. For adoption, definitely you can choose from the gallery, but in terms of fostering, it is more for you to provide immediate home for whichever cat or kitten that needs at that moment. You weren't really asking for any other option, we just took him in. And another thing about fostering, in terms of the vet bill and appointment and stuff, it will all be taken care by the rescuer. It's really a convenient way of having a cat without all the stress of vet costs and stuff. And now I'm going to share with you what we feed him and stuff. We feed him as told by the rescuer, Royal Canin for kitten. In terms of dry food, 1 month they need about 2 kilograms. And for the wet food, we got him the Shiba tuna fillet and prawn in gravy flavor. And the next thing that we feed him is the Dreamies cat treat. He really liked this and he would pick this apart from the other wet food, and we usually get him the duck and chicken flavor. And the other thing that he likes but it's bad for his tummy is the lickable treats, the churu thing. We bought some for him and I tried to feed him the first few days that he's with us, and he got diarrhea. In terms of litter, we were told to get specifically the clumping type. We got one in the brand Thomas cat, and we got it in the 5 kilo bag. I find that we go through the 5 kilo bag in a little less than a month. We replace his entire litter box every 10 days. Of course, I scoop it every day or sometimes every other day. So we need around 1.25 bag every month. In terms of cost, if we divide his food by month, it costs us about 83 dirham for the dry food, 136 dirham for the wet food, 40 dirham for the litter. But usually we don't finish 2 bags in a month, so it's probably less than that. 24 dirhams for his treats, and altogether our commitment for him in terms of money is about 283 dirham per month. So yeah, that's it. That's the cost if you want to foster a cat. I hope this is helpful to you if you are looking to foster a pet in Dubai. It's certainly a good option if you are not sure whether you are living here long term. I'm looking at him and he's sleeping, so I'm not going to bother him. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.